under here. They're currently spawn trapping them. They get 2, they get 3. Kills are going 24-18 in favor of Revitalized. Pinnacle Shadows not able to do much. They're kind of like, they're stuck in the blender, stuck in the spawn trap. You do have Ty that sneaks through, but they have a lot of work to do. Looks like Chew is already waiting on the zip for the flank. Poundful will get 2 out of the spawn. B is finally starting to get ticked, but it looks like Chew will get the kill onto the B site and shut it down. 12 seconds left on the clock. A 22v12. A lot of work to do if you're the side of Pinnacle Shadows. And unfortunately, it looks like Revitalized is going to close out this map number 2. Gotta fix this one more time. I don't know why it did this. The YouTube stream randomly ended, unfortunately. I think something happened to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and repost it real quick. Alright, the kills are coming in for the side of Pinnacle Shadows. They are able to find 2 on the round. Bro Twin answers back. He's already currently stacking the point. 9 and 10 out of the guy. Not what you want to see, but I mean, when you got shooting drone, shooting like they are, you don't need to pop off. They can do it all for you. I wonder if his name is drone, like he's a sentry drone, just like they call Dashery a human turret, where he's the human drone. He just swivels and is able to get all the AR kills from top triples. The whole side of Revitalized does fall, but you do have one player hitting a route here. He might catch timing on all of these players. He is able to get 1. Chew gets the other. Last alive is going to be Ty. He is going to hit this top triple. He might catch timing on all these Revitalized players inside this A point. Unfortunately, he doesn't hit his shots. They turn to look. He gets 2 though, but the nade comes in from Zoe. Does trade him out. 2 able to get a kill. Zoe is just, he's got the aimbot bullets, he's got those Neo bullets just curving around the corner, hitting people around the crates. 4 fall on the side of Revitalized. But they have captured 2 segments thus far. You know, if you're Revitalized, you got to be feeling pretty good right now, because even if you lose this offensive round, you're guaranteed. It feels like your defense is almost guaranteed, because I mean, yeah, they dominated that first defense. You do have a player coming upstairs. Number 4 is going to get overwhelmed here, but they will hop the 8 point. It looks like the kills are going to come in for the favor of Revitalized. Zuku last alive, only person able to do something. He's just going to shoot at him, but it looks like this A-tick is going to go down. They're currently down 3 lives on this, 4 lives on the side of Revitalized, but now I think they're going to play a little bit S&D. They have a minute 20 to get 14 kills. Should be plenty of time. I think they're going to play this a little slower here and just opt to try to get the kills here. But unfortunately, Zoe Chow's mid, but they have 2 players, 1 bottom Grandma's, 1 on P1. Is able to tie. That's Ty. He's just able to gun him. 1 falls down on the side of Revitalized. 13-7 in favor of Pinnacle Shadows. They're currently doing everything they can. The kills go in favor of Revitalized, 13-3. I have never seen a comeback yet for a 13-3 deficit, but it is not out of the question. Chew backing off, realized that he cannot take that fight with an AR. This last person is going to be off the top rope, hits the slide, but I think that was Ty. He was able to just gun him down there. Great. Finally, looks like the Pinnacle Shadows are waking up. They're coming from the shadows. They're waking up. They're getting ready. They're trying to win. They're trying to make this, take the series to the distance. But you got Chew 25 and 12. I mean, the guy is doing it all for his team on this control. If you're Revitalized, you got to be feeling good. All you have to do is hold this push off from the Pinnacle Shadows one time, and you'll secure this map number 3, push to a map number 4, and potentially win it there. It seems like this Revitalized squad is a very heavily respawn team, unless they just had a fluke on that S&D, which it can happen. But we're going to have to wait and see, because it looks like the spawn kills are coming in from the side of Revitalized. Looks like they are about to set up to put this Pinnacle Shadows team in the blender. Seems like this Revitalized, or this Pinnacle Shadows squad, is kind of scared to like push out their spawn a little bit. Zoe unable to win the Houndful. If he had won that, it would have been a huge kill for the guy. But Chew finds 2. The choo-choo train is coming through, ladies and gentlemen. He's steamrolling all the people on the opposite team. The B-Stack comes in for the side of Revitalize. You do have Broten still in the spawn, doing what he can. He's doing everything. Last alive is number 8 in Zuku. Looks like he might get 1 or 2. He gets 1. He doesn't get the second one. Zoe turns around and fries him. And then you got Brotwin still in the spawn. Zoe finally pushed up to the spawn, gets 1. They finally get on the A zone, but it looks like Zoe is going to hit the flank, kill him here. Almost gets the third. Chew is back in their spawn. He spawned up, ran to the spawn at 18 seconds on the clock. 20v14 in favor of Revitalized. It doesn't look like they are not going to be able to break out of the spawn trap. 9 seconds left, and it looks like the pressure from Revitalized is just too much. They're just trying to run at the zone, and basically it's like shooting fish in a barrel, ladies and gentlemen. All the Revitalized have to do is just look and shoot the fish out of the barrel, and it's just easy as 1, 2, 3. $30 and 16 out of Chew, 24-19 drone. Very, very good stats on the side of that Revitalized squad. They were able to take that map number 3. Let's take a look at our stats for the end of that map. I gotta wait a little bit. I'm on a little bit of a delay because of YouTube, unfortunately. So, but the big standout is Chew. The man went huge that round. I mean, he absolutely was cooking the competition. If you Revitalize, if they are a heavily respawn team, if your competition is looking out, maybe work. I don't know who you guys play next, or if they are a heavily respawn team, you need to do your due diligence and look at those respawns and see how they play it. Figure out the best maps they want. Figure out what maps they're going to play, and you need to use those to counter them. On the side of Pinnacle Shadows, you had Grover 10 and 23, not the best map out of Grover. I have seen the guy shoot, and Houndful also 17-27, not their best map. When they're shooting, they're shooting. But unfortunately, that control, they just could not get anything going for themselves. So unfortunately, that was part of the cause for the 3-1 in that control. Another part of it is that Chew went 30 and 16, double pause, and then you had Drone go 24-19, Brotwin 16 and 20, then Zoe 20 and 21. All right, folks, we're loading into this map number 3. We're about to get started. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if Revitalized can close it out here in this map number 3, or if Pinnacle Shadow says no, we're taking this map number 5. Oh, match was ended. Weren't quite ready yet. That's fine. Thankfully, I didn't transition. I was about to transition into the map, but thankfully, we can leave the graphics up a little bit longer, get them ready to go. Maybe a player wasn't ready, player wasn't back yet. But like I was saying, I can go back to the stat line now. 2 pretty much untradeable. 23 non-traded. He only got traded 7 times. Not very a lot of assists, but Drone is the standout for the assists. I mean, he was putting shots into everybody. Like I said, he was that human turret, putting shots into everybody. He was ready for everything. I mean, he went 24-19, but he had 10 assists. So I mean, like I said, he was absolutely being that human turret, shooting into everybody looking his way. Here we are, we're busting the doors down, getting into this map, number 4. Let's see if the Revitalized squad can take this lead down here, take the series here, or if Pinnacle Shadows has an answer for that and is going to say, no, we're going to take it to this map, number 5. We're not going to go down that easy. But just like this, we do have a hot start on the side of Revitalized. 4 down on the side of Pinnacle Shadows. They're absolutely doing exactly what they need to be doing. Already getting the rotations. Looks like number 2 is waiting for this pinch on from Houndful. Houndful are not able to see him. Huge win out of Zoe there. If he didn't win that, could almost screw his team up just a little bit. Zuku hitting this top balcony. Looks like Zoe ready for the chow. I mean, dude, looks like the Zoe's on skates, you know. He is just skating around the map like it ain't nothing. Currently 4-1 for the guy. He is just holding down this balcony. It looks like this player might slip through. Nope. He's got the help. Drone's in the back. No, Choose in the back, watching over him with the AR. Drone is just frying on the Drone, and Bro Twin just getting all the kills into this P2. You know, they don't even have to do anything. They just said, it's all right, I'll just get your cuts. That's all we need to do. And looks like this squad, if they can get these kills here, unfortunately, Houndful does rip them off. Chew gets 1. Nope, Chew does not get any. Oh, he does get the 1. He might get the 2. No, but Houndful's ready. They currently, Pinnacle Shadows currently have the Revitalized squad spawning in the back spawns, and they do already have rotations for new. They're only down 60 points, but if they can manage to hold this setup, then they'll just bounce right back into the series. But 2 kills come in from the side of Revitalized. Looks like they may break this setup from the side of Pinnacle Shadows. If you're Grover, you got to step it up here. A breadstick on a respawn is not too good for you. 2 answers with 2. Last alive is tie on that top window, but they are getting split spawns here. Well, actually, not split spawns. The player, they just got they got priority spawns. They just had that tie was just breaking around up in top secret. The kills come in favor of Pinnacle Shadows. Last alive is True, trying to do what he can. Bro Twin watching over his shoulder says, don't worry, don't chow, I got your back. I'm going to shoot these guys for you. I'm going to rip them off the heady. But the kills do come in favor of Pinnacle Shadows. But Zoe is just, I mean, they're just contesting all this time. They're not really able to get much time on this P3, this first set of P3 rotations. Now we're heading into the P4. And it looks like Revitalized will win these fights onto the P4. Last alive is Grover. I think he's going to get sandwiched, and he does. He falls. Revitalize into the spawns. Looks like you have 1 player wrapping. That's Ty. He's going to see if he can get timing on Chew. He does, thankfully, but Revitalize still holding the spawns. That kill didn't really do much for your squad because now you have to break the setup of Revitalized. A 3v1 Ty, or for Chew. He gets 1. Drone hits the perfect split spawns. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. Drone! I think he kind of wanted to shoot body there, so it looks like he was about to shoot bodies, but he chose not to. Drone is 12-6 right now. Him and Zoe are having a master class of a map. I mean, if they're shooting like this the rest of the map, it's not going to spell too good for the side. Look at that. Bro Twin reading the spawns like a pro. They don't call him Bro Twin for nothing because every kill he gets comes in twins. Pinnacle Shadow is finally able to break into this time. Drone is the human, what did I say? The human drone. He just does it all. He's got his gunnies on a swivel. He's got that machine gun turret. I think this is the next Dashy if I call it here straight. He's just like everywhere he looks, they die. And then you have Revitalized holding down this with almost 100 point lead. If they can continue this lead and just win the rotations to P2, it's not going to look good for the side of, oh no, Drone did not see that guy. Unfortunately, they do get through, but Tide pushes them back. They are currently all spawning inside garage. You have 2 players from the side of Revitalized. Chew with the movement. I tell you what, I don't know what he's using on his class, but when I get stunned like that, I'm not able to move as fast. He moves so quick after being stunned. When I get stunned, it feels like I can't move at all. So Bro Twin, mistakes were made. He was trying to see what the nade does. He hasn't quite figured it out in his all his time of playing COD. But yeah, Bro Twin, if you do throw the nade and you do walk into it, it does kill you. I gets 2 on the round. A bang out of a series. Oh, and the trades come in and for the favor of Pinnacle Shadows. Now you have Revitalized trying to break down this setup of the Pinnacle Shadows again. I think if you're Revitalized, you may want to just go ahead and rotate to the new, and they are doing that. They're going to have one last hit at this. Trades come in. I think he stuck them though with the 2-piece. Battle of Chew and Grover. Who is going to win it? Chew will win it, but it looks like, oh no, he managed to play his life perfectly, and the guy from Outer Fences wasn't able to kill him. It looks like a team name came in for Chew, almost kills Bro Twin there, but thankfully he doesn't. Revitalized still managing to hold this hill down. This second set of P3 rotations, they held it down very decently last time. Actually, I think it was a little bit of a scrap fest. But right now, Chew in a great position. His teammates there to help him. Chew gets 1, he gets 2. They secure the round. I think if you're Revitalized, you are starting to rotate to this P4 setup. And they know if they hold it here, they may win it on this one. Actually, they don't win it on this P4. They are going to have to go to P1. But Zoe breaks the hill wide open, breaks the setup, whatever setup they had from the side of Pinnacle Shadows, is able to break it through and break the setup. Is doing a really good job. Zoe and Drone are doing a really great job of getting the kills they need. The Hellstorm will come in for Drone. He does. Oh, I was actually the side of Pinnacle Shadows. I guess Zuku must have got one. You know, Zuku's trying to do all he can currently. 23 and 20, yet tied 21 and 14. They're trying to hard carry right now, but unfortunately, when you're Grover and Houndful double neg on both sides, not able to get anything going, and Grover about to be triple neg, and then you just have all the slaying power from the side of Revitalize. Makes it very difficult when you don't have the Slayers on your team. If you don't have the Slayers, you're not able to do what you need to do, get your players in position, and unfortunately, you know, it seems like the Revitalized squad, they're all Slayers. They can all slay out. They all have their moments. And then on the side of the Pinnacle Shadows, you have 2 players popping off and the other 2 not doing so well. And they're going to break into this P1 Revitalized. They get the kills. They only need 22 more seconds. Sorry, 32 more seconds, but now 38. And they'll take this map number 4 and win the series. Looks like Pinnacle Shadows trying to make a statement, try not to go out just yet. They weren't trying to get 200 point clubbed, and they have successfully not been able to get the 200 point club. But the kills come in. Kai is top ropes, gets the kills, gets 2, but Chew answers back with 1 of his own. The pressure's coming in from the side of Pinnacle Shadows. They are all over the map, all split around. Zuko almost winning a huge one. Houndful wins 1 top spiral, but looks like Revitalized gets the spawns. Ty needs to see what he can do here. That was a must-win for Ty there. Unfortunately, he does not win it. Now Zoe in a must-win for his team. He wins it. He's ready for the chow, but it looks like Hamful will trade him out, or Zuku will trade him out. Zuku's trying to do what he can. He's got 2 players to heal. Another teammate slides in. The trades are going to come in favor of Pinnacle Shadows. They do manage to break in. If they can just hold this off for a little longer, but they have to play perfect COD from here on out. And 2 go down on the side. That's number 3. Last alive is number 7. He's going to get shot in the back by Drone. Revitalized will take the P2, and they just spawn wiped them. They just squad wiped them all in the back spawn there. Now all they have to do is turn around. Nobody's going to be enabled to contest, and at any point of the lobby, they are going to come from closet. They aren't able to contest, and it looks like this Revitalized squad will take this series 3-0. There it is, folks. Revitalized with your 3-0. Let's take a look at the stats for the last round of that hard point. See how everybody did. But Revitalized taking a huge win. They did exactly what they needed to do. They did not want to let that number 16 seed shut them up because they would have never heard the end of it. So they shut them down. We're about to take a look at our stats for the last round, seeing what there is, seeing what it is. I'm going to pull it up. I won't pull it up on screen, but I will tell you guys. Here it is. All right, so on the side of Revitalized, Drone 30 and 19 with 23 non-traded and 11 assists. That's a huge. So his EKA was 41 at least. So huge map out of Drone. Almost 4K damage, only 23 points off 4K damage with a minute 39 on hill, second most time on the side of this Revitalized squad. That's exactly what you want to see as a person slay out, get the time. He's doing everything. Zoe 31 and 18, also a huge map, a minute 33 on the time, third most time out of the squad. Then you had Chu 24 and 22, Bro Twin 26 and 23. On the side of Pinnacle Shadows, they are currently, I believe, I'm not sure if this was playoffs and it mattered. If it did, then they are out. If it did not, then they are still in. But if it's playoffs, I believe it is playoffs for the B group. So I think they fall to losers. So they're not completely out. That's right. This was winners round 1. So they fall to losers. Zuku 28 and 27, Houndful 12 and 30, Ty 27 and 22. And then Grover 14 and 32. Not very good maps out the side of Pinnacle Shadows. Going forward, they're going to need some slaying power on that side of Pinnacle Shadows if they want to make a loser bracket run and push through that. All right, guys, it was a great. I had fun cast tonight. It was fun. Thank you for the side of Revitalize and Pinnacle Shadows for letting me cast your match tonight. If you're watching this back, you guys have a great night. We're about to end the stream. Take care, and I'll see you later.